Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel. I'm your host for LT Productions, and you are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering a new show. It's currently on BET Plus. It's a spinoff from another show that I do watch. I don't review it. However, since we're at the beginning, I decided, okay, let me just review the show, watch and review. It's called Family Business, New Orleans. It's a spin-off from the original series of Family Business. Ernie Hudson is the lead in this particular show. I've absolutely loved the show. It's a wealthy organization of drug dealers. That's the best way I can say it. I love them. I love the drama. I love the storylines. In this recent season, things kind of just flipped up for us. Like, okay, chess pieces have moved. Different fraternities of different children that we thought were it was a lot. So I'm excited to watch this show, and I did. I'll just say right up front that I like it. I actually like it. I liked both episodes. I know that I'm going to be entertained. There's going to be drama, but it's also going to have this unexpected humor in it, or thinking it's going to be a drama, but it's going to have all the ingredients in it. Some of the people that were on the original is coming over here to New Orleans. Not some of the main ones, but some of the ones that have become more key in the last few years of the Family Business. But this cast on Family Business NOLA, we got Miss Lela Rochon. Fuga? Is that her last name? Hopefully I said it right. I do apologize for not getting it right. From famous director who's done a lot of stuff. I'm glad to see her out. I haven't seen her in years, and I know that she's had children, and I don't know why. I'm just assuming that she probably wanted to be a mom and just take care of the children. And then now she's back out. We got Pooch Hall, of course, the most famous role. He's had other good roles, Ray Donovan and all of that, but of course I'm talking about the game, Mr. Durwood. He's there. He plays Floyd Duncan. Miss Lela Rochon, she plays Big Shirley Duncan. She is the sister to Elsie Duncan, that's on Family Business, Ernie Hudson's character's brother. We got Brandon T. Jackson. I think he's more of the lead of the show, but you saw him in different movies. The Lottery with Bow Wow, of course. What's that movie? Martin Lawrence. Big Mama's House. I think he played on the third installment. We got Mr. David Banner. I've seen some of his acting ability, and it's great. Yvette Nicole Brown. Now, she mostly does a lot of comedy stuff. And when I looked at the poster, I was like, I love you, Miss Yvette Brown. Please know that. I was like, this looks cheesy. Is this going to really be good? I'm just giving you my first thoughts. I want to be honest and all that integral. But no. And what I can say is the chemistry that her and Lela Rochon have is, I love it. I love it. She's really doing a well job. Does Miss Yvette have some comedic moments? Yeah, it's not overly done, so it's pretty cool. We have Quincy Brown. We know Quincy from Star. I think that's more his notable role. Kim Porter's child. We got Erica Hubbard. Now, Erica, she's done a few dramas, and I'm trying to remember the show that I'm used to seeing her on. Let's Stay Together. That was like a BET show. I think that she was on the ensemble cast. It lasted probably 2 seasons or so. This is when the game first came on BET. We got Bernadette Stannis. Of course, we know her as Thelma on Good Times. But she had been recurring on the Family Business for the past 2 years. This past year, we done got a whole lot out of her. Stan Shaw. Stan Shaw has been in everything. So I wanted to honor him and make sure I shouted out his name. I remember him from back in the day from Harlem Nights. He's done a lot of roles. May not have been lead roles, but he's been in the business for quite a while. Jensen Atwood, of course, famously known from Noah's Ark. He also did that movie with Halle Berry. Oh, what was that? I can't remember it, but whatever. Dude's still fine. The years have gone by, but the melanin is still intact with him. He's pretty cool. He's Saint LeBlanc. Oh, Drew Banner is Jean LeBlanc. They're kind of the rival family of the Duncan family as far as what's going on with what's happening with the storyline plot at the beginning of the show. I'm shouting her out. Her name is Sarah Carter. She's Sheriff Clyde in the family business. I know Sarah Carter from Smallville. If y'all ever watched Smallville, I know you know her. Seasons 3 and 4. Yeah, seasons 3 and 4. She was quite badass. You know, I loved her. Her chemistry with Tom Welling in that. So I wanted to shout her out. Orlando Jones, of course. We got to shout him out. Lord, I love him from Mad TV, from all the other shows that he's done. And Nicholas Torturo. I'm shouting him out because I remember him from way back in NYPD Blue. That was the show back in the 90s, so I had to shout him out. So we're going to get ready to cover this show. Thank you for hanging in with me. You can like this video and also subscribe, and you can leave your comments below. All right, so we start off with Marquise Duncan. This is Brandon T. Jackson's character. He's having sex with somebody. So Big Shirley, she interrupts them. And it looks like he's having sex with this woman named Antoinette, if I wrote it down right. But she's married. And she just said, get up out of there. And Marquise is like, well, what's going on? We need to handle a unalive body. So they go on to handle that. The Duncan family in New Orleans, they have this casino club that they run. We find out that the Duncan family in New York does a little bit more of organized underworld stuff. Over here, she wants to be legit. She wants nothing to do with LC Duncan. But I still love them over there. But whatever. Anyway, there's this Monique. She now she's the cousin of Big Shirley on her dad's side, not on the Duncan side. She is telling what she saw as to what happened with the Spades game. There's been an unaliving, and Pierre LeBlanc, who is John LeBlanc's brother, he loses this game of spades, and next thing you know, he's outside. After getting he wants to challenge and fight all of this, but they said no deal. He's found in a pool of blood. Everyone around him is ruling this as a unaliving of himself. We don't really know. As far as I have red flags about that, like, what? Like, that didn't make sense that he would just do that unless he lost a lot of money and probably owed someone that we don't know about. I guess we'll find out a little bit later. So a Big Shirley assigns Floyd and Marquez to take care of the body. So they're taking care of the body, putting it in the back of this truck. Somebody's watching them. He was actually, and this guy actually who was watching, his name is Skunk, that we learned in episode 2, that's his name. But anyways, there were 3 other people that they needed to take care of, but the one that they haven't been able to catch up with is Skunk. Anyways, is it now? No, we'll get to that in just a second. So this guy named Red, who is a rival of the LeBlancs, meets with Jean. Jean wants his nightclub, and of course Red said no. But then he manhandles him and offs his son, that's right there, finds out that some of LeBlanc's family was working for Red at the time. And they said, look, you hand over your club, I have a check for you, da-da-da-da. He ends up taking the check, but then turns right back around and pulls out this knife like he was really going to do something, and John offed him. It's like, what the crap? So, back with Marquise, he's with the body, and has called the Sheriff Clyde, that's played by Sarah Carter, whom I talked about. He shows her the body, and and tells them, we got to come up with a scheme that gators ended up eating up his body. And she wants a hefty little lump sum of money if she's going to do this. Of course, they negotiate, and she gets her $50K of what she originally wanted. He was going to give her 20, and he said 30 is his best offer, and she said 50. So he ends up giving her 25K that night, and says that in the morning he'll give her the other 25K, because some of it's hush up money for her, and then also what she has to present to the mayor to make sure everything goes smoothly. It's Floyd. Okay. Floyd Duncan, who is the brother of Shirley. Or is he the Duncan? Is he a Duncan? I don't know if he's a Duncan. I think he's from the other side of the family, I think. So Floyd is visiting a woman. We find out that she's a witch. She's saying that he needs to wear this necklace with a chicken foot over it. It's some voodoo that she's putting over him. She says you got to wear this because trouble is brewing, and this will protect you. And in order to initiate the power, they have to have sex 3 times before morning so that he can be saved. So they have sex. Him, in the morning, he's ready to still have some more sex after doing whatever, but she kicks him out and says, no, this is enough. Because that's not how the spell is being worked. First I was like, oh, so she must be doing it to try to protect him. And then I find out, oh no. No. Because in the next episode, she asks him to do something else. I said, oh no, she's trying to trap him. You are cooked, sir. She got you. But we'll get to that. Anyways. So after Marquez does what he does, he meets up with Big Shirley, just says that it's done on his end. And Big Shirley just feels like it's going to be crazy if something does really pop off with the LeBlancs. And Marquez says, why don't we call Uncle LC? And she said, no, we don't need to do that. He's not the kind of help that I would like to get involved with. The cops, including Sheriff Clyde, comes to see Jean, and they break the news about Pierre, the brother, being unalived. When I first seen Jean's wife that came out, I thought, is that the same wife that Marquise was involved with? I don't know yet, but y'all could tell me in the comments, because I was like, wait, isn't that the same wife? But anyway, he breaks it and breaks the news and all that good stuff. Jean dismisses them and tells them to go, as far as the sheriffs and all that. We meet Antoinette, not Antoinette, no, Marie, Jean's wife. They have a daughter also. But Pierre's been eaten by gators. Okay, so Big Shirley, Floyd, and Monique. Then Big Shirley and Monique meet up with Floyd and says, it looks like you done got you some sex. And then, of course, they're making fun of them having this chicken feet. Said, oh, she done put a root on you, There was some comedy behind that. It was kind of fun to hear all that. Big Shirley and the mayor and Monique, they meet up with him. He's the new mayor. There's been a lot of donations that they give to kind of keep them on the straight and narrow, and nobody come looking for them for any type of little funny business that they may be having going on with their club. So the mayor ups the price, saying that you need to be giving $100K a month. And she said the only way that I will do that is if you make it lawful that my club can stay open until 5 a.m. because the normal ordinance is at 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. that all of the bars shut down for the day. She says, you handle the ordinances, and I'm not giving you another dime until you make all this happen. So Marquez and the sheriff, they meet up. He gives her the other 25K. And as she's walking away, he says, thank you, in his own way, thank you, because this was a lot that you really had to do. And she said, it's no problem in regards to, look, I had a crush on you since high school. I said, oh. So is there going to be something between the sheriff and Marquez along the way? We shall see. So Shirley and Monique, they go to the spa, and they run into Marie and their daughter with John. I forgot what her name is. But anyways, they're talking about Pierre's unaliving. Shirley and Monique are just listening from across of the room. Jean doesn't believe that Pierre was unalived at the swamp. He cannot swim, blah, 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 blah. So Jean is offering $100K for any information they do have concerning the unaliving. From that point, Shirley approaches them, and Monique does too, and she gives her condolences. And then at the end of the conversation, she's like, "You are still coming to the masquerade ball?" And she said, "Of course." I said, "Okay." So Shirley and Marquez, they meet up again, and Floyd, Uncle Floyd, and basically says, "Marquez got to get out of here. I got to protect you. We don't know what's going to happen between this John situation. I got to handle that, and then possibly you can come back." Marquez is not really up to that because he's like, "Look, I want to be here and fight. I want to be here for the family, blah, 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 blah. Why don't we get Uncle LC to help?" And she says, "No. And we're done talking about this, and I'm taking you to the airport myself." Marcus leaves the room, and then Floyd says, to Shirley, "I think he's really right. I think it's making him look weak." And she says, "I'm his mother, and it's just not, he's not ready to take over." And it's like, how is he going to be able to take over? But anyway, she says that I got a plan for all of this to work, and then possibly he can come back after that. So Marquise gets on a plane. Next thing you know, he's at the Duncans residence, the OG Duncans. He talks with Nevada and Vegas from over there, and he's asking for help. He said, "Look, we got to lay low around here because right now, who is it? It's not Rio. No, Junior. Junior's got problems for himself up there." Yeah. Oh, Junior. He has been crazy on the OG show. Just to let you know that he kind of just distanced himself from the family and did some stuff. So anyway, blah 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 blah. So he wants him to send some muscle. So he asked for Curtis and Lauren, the children of Nene, which is Bernadette Stannis' character, to help out, and they said sure. So that was the end of that episode. I thought it was cute. It was cool. The next episode is pretty cool too. So hopefully you like it, but give me your response on what you think if you have watched. But it is on BET Plus every Thursday. They do stream, and I plan to come to you probably not on Thursday, possibly Friday morning. I'll have the next episode out, but I'll do what I can as soon as possible because I'm still reviewing other shows at the time. So just be prepared and be ready, and thank you for your patience. But like this video and also subscribe, and you can leave your comments below. Until the next one, peace.